Yo, what's up, boys? Welcome to the Dumshift podcast. This is gonna be the Halloween special. It's gonna be real spooky and scary, and we got a few co-hosts with us today. We got me, Ron. We got Rye. We got
Sure.
Arson, and we got Eric. There we go. All right, so we're live, bruh. We're ready. So I'm
We're
just
not
gonna.
live for recording.
I know. Anyways, I guess we'll just start off cold. By asking a simple question, but I think an important one.
Who's the hottest monster?
We can roll with that. I was gonna ask something different. We can roll with that. We can roll with that. Who is the hottest monster?
Demetrius.
It's me.
I know it's an obvious one, but
Nah, I'm gonna have to say Medusa, bro.
No, okay. I don't think I'm gonna really want to be turned to stone.
I mean, look.
Demetrius, she just sucks your blood.
Yeah, I see.
Frankenstein's looking mighty nice.
All right. Wait. I mean, pause on that. But what? Where's the reason?
Frankenstein.
I'm
He's
just saying.
He's just saying.
All of the body parts from who knows where, man. Like,
Oh no.
you could get some real nice people in that.
You think they're gonna slap like boobs on Frankenstein or something and call
Yo,
it
the blob. The blob is where it's.
Yo, the blob is all absorbent, bro. I mean, think about it. It'll absorb anything.
That's unfortunate. Hey, Eric. On a spooky topic, they're removing all Five Nights at Freddy's games off Game Pass.
No.
So if you come to my house, you can't play it.
Oh,
L plus ratio. Alright, now
that. Want to know another spooky topic?
Yeah, yes, I would.
Apparently, quizzes are coming up soon for the youngsters.
What? Son.
That's spooky.
I don't fear no quiz.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of quizzes. Quizzes are afraid of me.
Well, see, the thing is,
no, I'm pretty sure it's the other way around.
Arson. The thing is, what you don't realize is that we're not taking like the actual test. We're taking the study test, basically. Juniors are required to take the test. We're taking like the special, like, get ready for it kind of test.
Yeah, we're just chilling. Son.
Yeah.
Now the topic I was originally gonna ask before all that talk about hottest monsters and then the tests. I was gonna ask you guys about.
Sure is a lot of hoopla.
I was gonna ask you guys all about horror films. And I have a whole series of questions planned here. First question I think I'm gonna ask is because it's a good opener. It's a good way to introduce. Is what is your guys' favorite horror film?
So I would say my favorite one is definitely
Friday 13 Part 2. I think that's a solid answer. I feel like my favorite now.
As I said before, I haven't seen many movies, but
I think my favorite as of right now would almost certainly have to be the original Child's Play movie. Because it's just like
I like that one.
I don't know. It's just kind of. I kind of like the crazy factor about it. Now we're gonna outsource our answers to Rye and Arson now.
Arson, you go on ahead.
All right, my favorite horror film would have to probably be I really don't know. I don't watch a lot of horror movies.
Okay, moving on.
I'm usually chicken.
That's what I was saying.
But when all of y'all, I don't even know I was going with that.
No, it's time to cut.
I like Martyrs.
Oh, that's the one where they Are you talking about the remake or the original one?
Original.
The movie where they do like all that gross stuff and they peel that girl's skin off.
Yeah, because they believe that, like, for some reason it's women's subject. I don't remember exactly, but they believe that spoiler warnings, that if you like inflict enough pain on someone but don't get them to like a state of death, like where they are dead, they can like be a middle in between with life and death
What?
and see into the afterlife.
Yeah.
And are you fond of hearing how the movie ends?
I mean, look, I've heard a lot about it. It sounds pretty disgusting, and
Well, no, the movie doesn't end with a really disgusting thing. It's just
man, what they do?
all right. So what happens is, the lady who was skinned is like there, and she hit that bridge, and the main lady behind the operation goes up to her, and she whispers it into her ear, and then dies, from my knowledge.
Oh,
And the lady who got it whispered into her ear is sitting there. And they're like, well, what did she say? What did she say? Chick pulls out a gun, shoots herself. Then it's just the end.
that's kind of
Bro,
that's
those
kind of
first
messed
endings-
up, bro.
Well,
Like,
those
all
being
right.
20
I kind of like when they do stuff like that though, where it's like you have the big answer the whole movie's been leading to, and then they just like subvert you on it in the most. I kind of like when things like that are done. I can't really think of any direct examples, but it's always really cool to me to I don't know. I mean, when you subvert expectations, especially in a horror movie, because that's like what
But-
all horror movies are.
A good psychological horror is Go White Boy Go / Joker. You watch a man slowly break into his brink of destruction, and then he shoots a man with a funny gun.
What are you talking?
Pop,
See,
funny gun, ooga
yo,
booga.
Joker, Joker. Come on, bro. That's on.
That's a joke. I literally introduced it as
me.
Go White Boy Go.
Come on, Joker inspired
Oh, no,
me.
I like
okay?
I like
found
Joker. You're the guy that dogged on Joker.
inspirational. And
okay.
it made me become
like
the true
that-
alpha I am.
Hey, Ron.
no.
I like Joker, and I find like jokes about it funny, but I like the film. It's not my It's not my like all-time favorite, but I like what they did with it. You're the one that like freaking hated it.
Oh yeah, I hate that film. That film was garbage.
Be honest, hot take. Another film with Joker in it. Suicide Squad was not that bad.
Bro, I'm not sure
Yeah,
about that one.
yeah. I think I'm gonna have to give you the L on that one.
The thing is, it's a very unpopular opinion, but like it's
Movie trash.
That's mainly because it's true.
You know, I'm gonna have to say up front, you know, L plus ratio, young boy better.
All right, you said it the last time I was listening to something with them, and then you
Look,
like I was listening to freaking Glass Animals, How to Be a Human Being, and like we were just enjoying it. And you're like, not gonna lie, young boy better, and it's just like, okay, man, I get it. Young boy better at everything, but man, I just want to listen to my dude sing about like the other side of paradise and baby blues.
young boy's better at rapping about like baby blues and the outside of paradise.
So,
L.
who's this young boy? He sounds like a person.
You know, young boy's better at telling you who young boy is than you are. L. Alright, now I am gonna
You
have
are
to
not
say,
merely told who young boy is. You find who young boy is.
you find out. The second you go on Twitter, you'll find out who young boy is.
Oh, I haven't found out who he is from Twitter. I just found out that he's always better at everything.
Young boy's
Bro,
better.
young boy
better. All right, look, I do admit I will take the L here, and I will veer off into separate territory. But it's kind of a big deal, so I'm gonna briefly veer off. Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition Trilogy. Who's excited?
Yeah.
Who's excited? Woo woo!
I'm very.
I mean, if I get it for anything, it's gonna be the Switch, just because I don't mind the idea of having a Grand Theft Auto on the go.
Yeah, that's what I was
isn't-
thinking it on. But like,
That isn't a phone.
I do
yeah,
have.
my main issue with it is the price. It is way too expensive.
I can see that. I can give you a W on that. Young Boy is still better, but I'll give you the W here. However, I feel like I don't know. I'm happy they did like more than just like upscale it and throw the price tag on there. They did a lot with it. The thing I'm most excited to do is I'm really curious about GTA 3 out of all of them, because I'm very outspoken about this, but San Andreas, like, people always be saying how it's the best in the GTA series. I can't agree with that. I think Vice City's the best one, but at the same time, Vice City is like a pretty gorgeous looking game to me. So like, whether or not it's remastered, I can play it. But GTA 3, I want to play GTA 3 with remastered controls. Just because, I mean, my God, GTA 3 car controls are
Was GTA 3 the one I was watching you play that mission that you spent like 2 hours on?
yeah,
Mm.
that was that one.
Okay.
GTA 3,
Where
look,
it looks like you were a very sick old man driving a
yeah,
bicycle,
look,
trying to ride a bicycle.
the thing about GTA 3 that really kills like the controls is the vehicles especially, but like the biggest thing that really hurts about GTA 3 is just camera is really bad, which isn't great. I mean, the main character is not great because like he's the only GTA main character who doesn't talk at all, so he has no personality.
Wait, really? He just doesn't speak?
He doesn't speak, silent protagonist. And
Alright,
then
well,
and then
that's
the car
not
and then
great.
when you try and back up a car backs up like 5 times as slow as it moves, and sometimes it won't back up at all.
Yeah, I watch you because you try to back in the.
I'd crash into a parking garage. I wouldn't be able to back up. So just like, all right, I guess I got to restart the mission now.
Oh, did you guys know, by the way?
What?
On the topic of horror in video games.
Okay.
Seamless integration. Minecraft became a horror game.
Ooh.
Yay.
Okay.
Oh.
What happened?
Is it with the wild update?
Yeah, the new wild update.
Oh, the deep dark. The deep dark.
Yeah, the deep.
The deep dark.
Dude, I'm so
Ooh,
sad.
that's spooky.
If you didn't know, Ron,
I saw.
Warden is gonna come out the floor.
Oh yeah, I saw him. Well, Minecraft turned it into a stealth game with all that in there.
Ron, freaking watched the entire live
Yeah,
stream.
me and Rye watched that Minecon live. So
yeah,
it was
you guys
pretty
need
cool.
to attend the next one because it was so cool being like together whenever it came out. Because I was like, yo,
fam.
I got really late that night because I completely forgot that it was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you have to say in our mission, rip the copper golem. He will stay in our minds.
Oh my God, that's such a shame. Well, Quan's here now, and I need to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna let you guys take over for about 5-10 minutes.
Alright. I really don't like.
Editors, no.
Alright, so
edit in a toilet sound whenever you get back.
yeah. Also, I would like to mention I really hate Mojang just kind of ignoring the rigging of the votes.
Editor's note. Keep in the editor's note. Thank you.
Anyway, so I don't like how like the rigging keeps happening, and it's nothing is being done about it, and I'm mostly mad about the fact that it's once again Dream and or his goons.
Bro,
doing all this shit to like literally diverting the vote to whatever they want, and it's like literally if you see the feedback on Minecraft's website and stuff, and even on the Minecraft, everyone was going copper, except for all of the Dream stands.
You mean the 2 years?
Yeah. Literally everyone other than that was going copper. The only reason
I follow Dan TDM. He was going LA.
Yeah, and that's fair because he wasn't having his fans campaign for it.
Yeah, he just like while they were talking about the voting, just post hashtag LA gang.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's okay if you just want it. It's not okay when you have your fans deliberately go say, "Oh, hey guys, go spam Minecraft's fucking website with LA win."
Guys, make LA win, or I'm gonna throw a fit. Come on, guys. Don't make me cry.
Okay,
guys, I won't make Mass 2 if you don't let him win.
This is of course not official, but I have a good feeling that the next mob vote is gonna be all the rejected mobs, if we're lucky.
I
really want another reject.
So they've had three. Okay, I feel like it'd be like sadly, my precious little baby the flower cow
Yeah,
will not be in it.
Moobloom.
But I think if they were to do that, they would take the like second place and have
Yeah.
everybody vote for those.
So who's
They
the
wouldn't be
second
like,
place?
all right, here's a
I
bunch
feel
of
like
random ones.
if they do some of the things, it's definitely it would definitely be. I would like if they did the second place. So I would say it would probably be Copper Golem, the
Moobloom.
Guardian Blaze thing with the
No,
shields,
wasn't the
and
Moobloom second place last time? I could
yeah,
remember.
was the Moobloom or the Ice Villager in second place?
Moobloom.
No. Was the Ice Villager? The Ice Villager was the one with the
The ice pillager got second place. I remember
Okay,
Really?
so
that
it would
because
have
I
been
was
the Ice
watching
Villager versus
live whenever he lost, and
yeah.
I
Okay.
remember that sad moment.
Aww.
So the mobs would be the if they did the ones where it was the ones that got second place, then it would be Ice Villager versus the Guardian Blaze thing versus
I thought it would be the Moobloom because
versus
wasn't
the
Guardian
Copper.
Blaze
No, it
with
got
the Ice
it
Villager?
got
third.
last
Guardian
It got
place.
Blaze
third. Yeah.
was in the same one as the Ice Villager, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
No.
The Guardian Blaze one with the shields was in the same one as the Phantom and the Cthulhu thing.
Oh.
Which
So
I really liked the Blaze with shields because it would have made the Nether a lot more diverse.
Yo, wait,
And have like a
what if
sub
they do
boss.
something kind of weird? What if they do something a bit weird and they make it to where there's a fourth option where they randomly choose one to get rid? Well, no, they probably wouldn't do that because that would take a lot of work.
yeah.
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 So the options would be the of course the Copper Golem.
Blaze with shields, Copper Golem, and Ice Legend. I think I would that it's really hard because two of them are hostile and one's passive. But I would say if we're going in terms of like of Minecraft being like cooler, then I would definitely say Blaze with shields. But like room
Agreed.
for convenience and farming, then
Yeah. My vote's going to the Copper Golem. I was never attached to the other ones, but you know.
I was pretty attached to the Blaze thing when it.
Yeah,
And
but
Phantom
okay.
won.
I would say
That
that
okay,
one
the
of those
Phantom
things,
is possibly the worst voted in mob. Like at least the LA is gonna be.
no, it's
The
not.
Like, pretty.
Phantom. Well, look, the
Phantoms are there
Phantom
The
to
is
LA,
like
the
a
LA is
simple
like
mechanic.
the LA looks cool and would be pretty. Like it would be nice to have like a little like enclosure exhibit and it's just floating around.
Yeah, and then you
Yeah.
switch it.
The
Then
thing
you
is,
press
here's the
button
thing:
Yo,
the Phantoms are
hey,
the Phantoms are cool.
dude. Here's how they should have made the LA so much more better. It's in the end.
That would have been cool.
No,
So
because it doesn't match
I
the
would have had
person.
it be. I would have had it
so
be
you
like
could
a.
no. But you could
I would
give
have
the
had it
Al-
like
you could give give
what
the
is
Alea
really
an
cool
item,
thing.
and
I
if
would
you
have
died
voted
in the
for the LA
void,
if it did a thing. If you have an LA that is nearby during a raid, it will kill the next
Oh yeah, that would have been
and
awesome.
protect you. That
Also, we don't even know where
if
he
I
Oh,
would have
very
been there for
quickly,
the
very
LA,
quickly.
I would have been more.
Very quickly though, thanks. But like the LA, like with the whole entire end thing, it would like fetch items from the void if you died down there.
Not
But whenever it
bad.
came back up, it would only get one, and then it would disappear after that. Like it'd like have the little puff thing, but not the like like the red dead body. And another thing to add, this is what this is what someone I heard at like like this is what one person I remember hearing said. Like you could go search like people found leaked developers notes, but here's the thing though, could very well be faked. That said that the glare, wasn't it the like the floating
Yeah.
moss thing?
Mhm.
Yeah. You could give it torches and it would place it down in
That
dark
would
areas.
work.
Now, I do
feel
not
like, yeah,
I do
I
not
don't
believe
think
it
that's
completely, but let's talk about the chances of if that did happen. That would be pretty cool.
It would be pretty cool, and I would like it more
I did
than
not.
the LA.
I
other than
didn't think
fact
the
that
glare was
green.
bad. It was
Also,
just
they
the
wouldn't call
weakest
that bad
one.
if it was a thing, you know.
Yeah,
like-
it's
Yeah.
not bad, but in my opinion, I think it's bad.
It ain't no
The
Phantom.
fact that, like, what are you gonna do with it?
But it's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Like, it's just gonna scream. That's all it's gonna do.
not
It's
not gonna
scream
lie.
in dark areas.
I'm gonna
You
be
already know
completely
that.
honest. I feel like all of us, I would also like to have that blaze thing because it sounds like it's cool. But I feel like at first like cool, look at that thing, and then whenever like we're playing on like 2 more worlds after that, it's like this is so annoying. Please get rid of it. Because now you got this like shielded blaze just like guarding everything, like and there's like 50 of them because that stupid spawner, and you're like,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch. It'd be cool at first, but I feel like we'd all get annoyed with it because hostile mobs. The only one I would be excited for was the ice pillager because that could lead to a new structure that we could find, and free loot from it.
Yeah. Alright, what to next?
Okay, let's talk about new mobs. So what else? Let's talk about something different than Minecraft, actually. What else?
Yeah, we should probably go back to
Okay, here's something fun. Do you guys have any kind of obscure games that you like? And I'm not talking about like obscure or like
I
it's
know
got
a
a good
perfect
community,
game
but
for
like
this.
really
You guys
obscure.
want to hear a great game?
I have some ones that I'd
One of
like
my
to talk
favorite
about.
games of all time, a great game that not a lot of people know of, Lethal League Blaze. Awesome game.
That's a good game. I like that game. I introduced you to it.
Yeah, you did. Thank you for
It's a
that.
good choice.
I really okay.
What are you guys talking about?
So
Lethal
Obscure-
League Blaze.
Obscure games that like not many
Alright.
people know but you love.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna let y'all finish this, then we gotta move on.
okay.
You know what? We don't
So-
have to watch nothing.
It's a
I was
Halloween
saying
podcast.
I was gonna say definitely Cluster Truck because not many people like knew about it.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like I don't
Cluster
think
Truck
Cluster
is
Truck.
I know.
tough.
It's been forgot about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that like if you say Cluster Trucks, chances are someone would be like, oh yeah, Cluster Trucks, I remember that. But it's not like I don't feel like it's like what's Cluster Trucks? Like I feel like a good amount of
but
people
I would
would
say
know.
it's pretty. I would say it's pretty indie. It's like
Alright.
kind of it's very unique in what it is, especially with literally if you go on the Steam page, it's like it's like automobile simulator, and it does like there's no terms that I would say really matches it other than like parkour. It's basically truck parkour. And I really like it just because of how like I just got it today because I had it on Xbox when I had Game Pass.
Yeah, I think Cluster
And
Truck's a
I
great game,
Didn't
but
finish it.
it has one of the worst final bosses I've ever seen.
Are you talking about the hell level at the end?
It has one of the worst bosses at the end. One of the worst ending bosses, maybe of all time. I hate it. Like it's just.
I would say that it is a good game, but some levels are pretty RNG based.
Well, look, it's like the big boss at the end is the only one I couldn't get.
Oh, so it was too hard for
I only
you?
got to the
that's not.
I only got to like level 8 in Steampunk.
I got literally to the end of the
where
game. I physically could not beat the boss.
If
That
I'm not
boss is
mistaken, Cluster Truck
BS.
people are the same people who made
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
totally accurate. Battle Simulator, totally accurate. Battlegrounds, they also
those
super
are some
hot.
amazing people who do great work.
Yeah.
Making games is
All those
amazing.
games are great.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
all right. How are we? Are we about done with? Oh no, we're not done with this topic.
Yeah, of course not. We can move on forever.
Oh my god. I hate you.
So, like I was saying, a perfect continuation of this would be to go to talk about a different other creators and mooch off them for a second. Do you guys know of the Russian Badger?
That's the guy
I feel like
who
everybody
doesn't
here
he do
someone
something
knows
with
the
GTA?
What do you mean GTA?
Maybe I think of something else. Hold on, Russian Badger.
He's a funny dude.
Yeah, like he puts a lot of effort into his videos. But I guess
Look, I don't care,
son.
son.
He does like little like animation things, like builds models and stuff like that. It's like very well done videos.
Oh.
I mean, like I prefer the like Rebel Taxi Pizza Pan style, where like there's like bumpers. It feels like an early 2000s broadcast. But he's still but Russian Badger has a totally different style, so you can't really compare them. But my favorite editing I've seen from anyone is Rebel Taxi.
Please don't send us into a whole other conversational topic.
You say something?
This must be done. This must be done. All right, guys. I'm gonna ask y'all a few more questions. First of all, what is your guys's? You guys know how there's like the massive string of horror series. So I'm gonna ask y'all first of all, what's your guys' favorite horror series? And then I'm gonna ask you guys what you think would be a great idea for a horror series. So we'll just start with a arson. hold your horses. We're gonna get to that later. I just want to hear what are everybody's favorite horror series are first. So
Again, I'm a chicken,
favorites.
so
No,
yeah.
it's cool. It's cool.
I don't know what a horror series
I
is.
would-
Is the main problem.
It's just like
I don't really
franchise
know
of
what my
horror movie.
favorite one would be.
It's a
Alright,
little
well,
awkward in here.
Too many pieces of horror
I'm just gonna
media.
go with
Bioshock.
Magcat and Five Nights at Freddy's for this one.
Well,
Bioshock. So your favorite series?
I'm thinking about horror.
Batman.
I'm thinking about horror movies, horror games. FNAF's probably my favorite. But for horror movies, I say my favorite film series is probably A Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's a good one, because Freddy likes screws with his.
Yeah,
victims.
he
It
likes
isn't just, like,
playing with his food a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you got. Well, it's pretty good. I mean, once you get past like 4, it starts getting kind of bad. But the movies are really creative.
I would argue it starts getting bad. I would say the new story is kind of iffy, but like it's okay. I'm still really excited about the security breach.
Well, I mean, the graphics kind of like I don't know, bro.
The graphics are amazing, and especially seeing
they
like
look
we're gonna
great.
get FNAF in full 3D. Other than
I don't really see the hype there. That's not really anything I can coast on.
I'm not even hyped for the graphics. I'm just hyped to see
the
FNAF
game
in 3D
is.
and have a free-ring game.
I mean, like. It could. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on it much until the game drops. We'll see how good it is on release.
But I would also like to mention FNAF Plus, which, if you didn't know, is
that's awesome. That's
official /
sign me up. Sign me up.
remake of of OG FNAF 1. And they're also planning on doing FNAF 2 and 3, and it's just gonna be like a trilogy thing.
What about Five Nights at Flumpty's 3?
Five Nights at Flumpty's 3. When's that coming out?
That's dropping October 31st. And it's the last game. It's on Halloween. It's the last game in the series.
Okay.
Oh, since we're on the topic of horror movies and stuff like that, can we just say what happened to the creator of FNAF real quick? I know it's pretty old at this point, but still kind of relevant.
Scott Cawthon? Hey, well, he's a great guy. He's a great guy, and I really respect him. I do not need to talk about this. I think we already talked about this before.
Yeah,
I do not want to beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
But good topic, good initiative. I appreciate it.
All
right, now I'm gonna ask. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Yeah, we
don't care. Look, son, we've already talked about this, my guy.
Go to that podcast right now.
It's on episode 2. It's on episode 2.
No, he's telling the people to go to this.
Yeah, check it out. Go run that up. Podcast episode 2, baby.
All your videos and stuff.
Give us the monies.
What's up, guys?
Outline or something.
Okay, now shut up.
Flash colors.
Subscribe.
Buy more.
Okay. Buy, consume, become a vessel for us. That is all you are. You are nothing more than a means. Okay, now, but what I was trying to say is now I'm gonna ask y'all, what do you guys think would be a good idea for a horror movie series, or a concept that would be off the chain?
Okay.
So I would say
I have a great one.
Okay, well, I want to hear yours first.
Mine? Good.
Yes.
Because this is not my idea, remember this.
Okay.
I need to go find where I found this from and restate it. Basically. And I will give credit to the person who came up with the idea, and you should totally go and check them out. Because other promotions, yay, even though no one's gonna see this.
Who said that, Shorty? Now get to talking.
You just did.
You guys stop for a second. I'm looking real quick.
Alright, everybody else say your thing. Or forever.
I would really like
it.
For a horror movie idea. I would really like if there was a killer that wasn't really, not evil necessarily, but their motive actually makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Because Mike Myers, he's just an insane.
I mean, my opinion. Mike Myers.
Chucky is just a vengeful spirit that got stuck in a fucking doll. He's just an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's mostly comedy more than.
Just say Mike Myers.
Wait, what's going on?
Yeah. I think Mike Myers is
yeah,
kind of
Michael Myers,
scary
whatever.
because he doesn't have motivation.
He's more
I know,
scary
but
because
it's funny
of,
because now
yeah.
We're of
Just the
course
voice
talking
actor for
about
Shrek.
American voice actor Michael Myers.
The thing is,
I have
I
a
like
scary
Michael
thing.
Myers because of how tall, like he's just this looming figure, and unlike Jason, where he's like, oh man, he used to be like this used to be just a little kid, a little innocent kid that died,
well,
and he just wants revenge because his mom died. But
Meanwhile,
like
Michael
the thing
Myers is
is
killing
with
people.
Jason, it's just
it's the
the
mama's
fact that
boy.
he keeps doing it, the fact that he keeps doing it over and over again, and also his mom's motive is not really that great. They're both kind of just their motives are kind of but I'd argue Jason
I mean,
makes more.
Okay, so I found the thing. So this guy basically said it's a horror movie set in every Hallmark Christmas set in the world of Hallmark movies. So this businessman who hates
so
Christmas
okay, wait,
is
very quickly,
wholehearted.
Arson.
What?
It's Banana Split. It's the Banana Splits movie of Hallmark.
No, hear me out on this one.
Okay.
So this
Uh-huh.
guy goes on to say, yeah, and this guy hates Christmas because every year his girlfriend leaves him for some lumberjack or woodworker or something
Every
along
year.
those lines. And as soon as he does, the girl ends up missing. Has to find a new girl. But every Christmas happens, and it turns out that the guy or the lumberjack is a murderer who just keeps on killing the girls, and he has to save the girls from going from the lumberjack. But everyone just assumes that he's just an old grump. He's just an old grump who hates Christmas businessman, all suit and tie. So the entire movie is him trying to prove that he's not. It's just a murderer.
Okay, but why would his woman? Why would separate women go to the
Because
same
only
And
lumberjack?
why is it always the same lumberjack?
Why is
Like,
it
I
always
get
the
it if it's a
same guy?
business
That's
lumber.
exactly what I'm saying.
Or
Bro.
like maybe like a shape shifting creature of like evil or something like that. But like
I don't know.
the same dude.
and kill thousands.
Like why does this dude have like the same exact? I know. Well, see, the thing is, the other serial killers aren't like they're not like, hey, I'm gonna make the same exact dude's girlfriends fall in love with me. It's like either they do it to random chicks or like they
It's just coincidence, my guy. But okay, so the guy who made this idea is called Wholesome Film Talk. It's on TikTok. Go follow
like
him.
I
Go
would
watch that
imagine
video.
it sounds a lot better there.
Nah,
Maybe
but look.
You guys will love it.
No, but look,
Trust me.
I just thought of a really
The
cool
three
idea.
of you that watched
What I
it.
think would be really crazy is imagine having a type of horror story where it's like it's kind of like you guys know the movie Get Out. I'm sure I kind of want it to be like that, where it's like you watch the movie again after seeing the first time you see all the red flags. But imagine a movie where like you have the killer and the survivor, and you're following the survivor the whole movie. But then you think that they're like being chased down by this killer. But then when you flip the script, the survivor is the one who's doing the killings all along. You get like a crazy Sixth Sense type plot twist.
That's cool.
Killer's getting chased down by the survivor. I don't know. Let's say the way we build it up is like all the survivors' friends start dying, start turning up dead. But it's like, at the end you have like a crazy plot twist and you just end cold on it. So it's not even like a moment of relief after. You just leave the audience terrified once you're done. It's kind of like the way I see it with Friday 13th, where, for example, if the Friday 13th first one ended on the scene of Jason jumping out of the lake and pulling the girl in, it would have been so much scarier than if they hadn't, taken them to the hospital and done the whole thing. But because they cut away, so it's like as soon as the plot twist is revealed, you get a cold cut, and like you just make it and maybe break the fourth wall with it. You have like the killer looking through the screen and saying something like, "I'm gonna get you." Like it's a little cheesy, but like when you break the wall, it makes the audience really uncomfortable. like for example, I think there's a scene like maybe it's either Twin Peaks or Inland Empire where an actor in the movie literally just looks at the camera and like screams and runs at it. And it's like this, and everybody says this like the scariest part of that film. So I think it'd be crazy to have an idea type like that.
Okay, I mean, it sounds like you kind of want like okay. So here's an example of like this found footage thing I've heard of, haven't seen. Basically, it was I don't remember the exact thing, but it was written where this dude is trying to like make a film and has like these models in it. Well, basically, it turns out the dude's a creep, but you don't know that. So you watch him, and see, the thing is, they had, okay, so you know how Cannibal Holocaust made it to where like all the actors couldn't come out of like they had to hide afterwards.
Fun
So like
fact:
everybody
Cannibal
thought they were
Holocaust
dead.
is actually, people think it's a super
Which,
violent movie. It's
dude.
actually a critique of the violence in that film. It's not even
Yes,
that
all
violent.
the murders are critiquing the murder.
I mean, no, you not
Yes,
it. I mean,
more
it is
murders to
really
balance out my
hypocritical, but the movie
murder.
isn't even like a horror film, really. It's just it's violent, but it's not horror. I wouldn't say.
Don't you guys love balancing
It's
out
more
your murder with
disturbing.
more murder?
Yeah.
Anyways, but
Yes.
no, what else? I thought you were gonna like reference the Cannibal Holocaust being like sued story.
I did not know that, but let's continue on
Okay,
here.
so wait, let me explain. It's an interesting story. So basically, people thought people actually died because that was like the first of its kind, and it isn't like the people saw the train come, like thought it was coming through the screen kind of story, because that's fake. It was like an over exaggeration about what actually happened.
Corny.
Basically, what happened was they instructed each actor to not like kind of like hide after it was made, to kind of emulate, the actors were like actually dead, and they weren't like really famous actors either. So it was supposed to like, you're supposed to think that they like it actually like went down. Well, people started worrying about that, and they started like trying to like get like, and like the directors and stuff were actually almost about to like get sued. So like, okay, wait. They're alive, and they had to like get arrested for like manslaughter or something like that. And like they're alive, and they brought them in. Like, look, they're not dead.
Their body duplicates.
None of this, like, it didn't actually happen. Like, okay, and it's like, okay, holy shit. All right, cool. So they, they didn't get in like a lot of trouble for it, but like it almost happened. But yeah, that's just an interesting story. But basically, the film that I was talking about, what happens is, so the dude actually turns out to be this like creepy dude, and the entire time during like the filming, he would not talk in English to his actors unless they were filming. So he would like talk in a different language. It was like they did a lot to make it to where, like the actors themselves, like reactions were kind of natural to it.
I gotta go for a
But
second.
it's just crazy film. I haven't seen it, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah, I wanted to go on to another topic. It might sound weird, but the best final girls in movies they've seen.
Okay, well you guys can talk about this.
Definitely, favorite one definitely got to be Friday the 13th Part 2. Because she was way more smart about it.
I can't even remember that woman's name, but like.
She was smart as hell.
I think my favorite final girl is from the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
I thought you were saying like by like
no
how hot they were, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna step
No.
out of it. Well, it just sounded like how you said it. Just not all
the way
of them,
the way the tone came off.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm sorry guys, but best final survivor girls. I'm like, okay, you all have fun with this.
Who has the biggest mommy milkers?
Before we continue that, I have a pretty good idea, I think, for a horror movie.
No, son, you're like a solid 10 minutes. Let's hear this.
All right, so basically, it's a survival movie. So one day it's like normal society, and then boom, skyhooks. So it's like an alien mystery, and like they just have to survive the skyhooks. Like it'll follow them, and this sounds like a stupid idea now that I'm saying it.
It kind of reminds me of a horror story I heard called "The Day the Sky Fell," and it was a pretty interesting one.
Quan, this would be a decent idea if this wasn't completely stolen from SpongeBob, but SpongeBob already did this.
I forgot about that.
But again, Quan.
They already did what?
They already did the hooks. That SpongeBob already got there.
The hooks.
And also that could be
live action.
And also that could be called as a ripoff of.
Tell you what,
that could be called as a ripoff from a scene from a show. Hey, wait, guys. That could also be called as a ripoff of a show that came before that, but it was like one scene. Ed, Edd and Eddy, because there's a scene
Ed, Edd and Eddy
where one of the main characters is dreaming, and then it switches to a nightmare last second, where like these giant claws come out of the sky from like an alien ship, and they start like sawing off like parts of the earth and picking it up. It was oddly freaky.
Dang.
L, no way better.
I think we cast
Get
Chris Pratt
kind
as
of
SpongeBob for
freaky.
this movie.
But again, Quan, just saying that there's a horror story. It's decently long, but it's a good listen. It's called The Day the Sky Fell. Pretty good one. It's a
I've
pretty
heard of
good one.
this.
I like it. It's a good one.
Scary.
Basically, like what happens is it starts raining blood, then feathers fall from the sky, and then suddenly a giant crashing sound's heard that makes everyone
Yo,
go
you can
deaf,
make so many arrows with
that
those.
sounds awesome.
and everything's just covered in a fog. So like, cause think about it, cause like there's no one that knows what to like. Barely any of the world's deaf. So then suddenly, like, blind people can't hear, so that's like one of their main left senses gone. And then anybody who's like used to hearing can't hear, and then there's like more and more stuff happens, and it kind of like ends on a weird note. But it's a good one. It's a nice listen. Like creepy
Sounds
podcast,
awesome.
really good one, because like my recommendation for like any horror story is take ones with normal names or really odd names, like The Day the Sky Fell or My Uncle Owned an Amusement Park, because usually those ones are like, in my opinion, are the best. Not like the obvious ones that like the skeletons are walking out to the closet or something like that. It's like, what the hell is this?
Get in the closet.
Like, but like if it's something like The Day the Sky Fell, you're like, what the hell is The Day the Sky Fell? But in the way that isn't like, why the hell would you name it that? But in the way that's like, what the hell is this? And then you watch and you're like, oh my god. Like, you listen and you're like, this is good. But yeah, The Day the Sky Fell. And then also they have like a series like where it's like about this like old uncle. I think his name's like Uncle Willie or something like that. And he like lives in the country and he tells us like this strange stories. Like the first one was about this like weird like cult, and then the second one was about this weird like mythical like creature in the middle of World War II that like I think it's called like it's like maybe like Fistful of Bullets or something like that.
Hey,
Fist-
Arson's back.
There was an episode of Love, Death, and Robots who showed us that had like a
I missed
mythical
it
World
too
War II
badly.
creature.
No.
Yes, you missed everything.
I think we can move on to
You
another
missed a
topic.
small amount.
Alright, well, let's go back to that.
Ooh, wait, subject
best-
now.
Nah, I want to hear Rye. 2 cents. What
Okay,
do you guys say?
Subject now then, because I just thought of this because I feel like everybody's at least listened to maybe one, but favorite horror story.
Ooh, like horror book, horror story.
Well, it can be any type of horror story. Like I don't like try to maybe
Oh,
avoid
no.
movies, but if you can only really think of like a movie with a really good story, then sure, whatever.
Yeah, I'm
I can't
gonna
really think
I'm
of
gonna
that.
put y'all.
Like-
I'm gonna put you guys on game.
Dumshift
There's this
podcast.
thing. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the best horror story.
I'm gonna put you guys on game because I literally saw this today. But there's this thing called, I believe, it's a poem by Neil Gaiman called "The Click Clack." I think
Click
it's
clack the rattle bag.
yeah that bro. I had to watch that twice
a pretty
before
nice
I
one.
even understood what was happening.
Yeah, that was an assigned thing. My teacher
I got
did
hit
a
with that
mini
too.
unit on horror, so we gotta like do just a bunch of horror
Me
stuff, and it was
too.
pretty fun.
But like the atmosphere,
Yeah, we read
and
it
that's
as like, an
very
assigned
thick,
thing.
and like I had to go over it twice before I even understood why, because the ending is so abrupt that you kind of want to look at it again. So I think it's a really well crafted poem, and that you like listen to it right after you listen to it the first time, so you can understand. And then when you hear it again, you completely understand what's happening. Because they talk about the thing not being preying on you, not paying attention,
Well, see,
and the
it, like-
viewer isn't paying attention either.
Yeah, well, like, see, but also, like, you could take it in multiple different ways, but, like, turns out,
I think
I don't want to
know
spoil
who-
the ending, but it turns
I
out,
know
like,
who I think
the
it
one
is.
person is kind of, like, who it's supposed like, who it might be hinting towards, or, maybe it's just, like, it just ended like that.
I mean, look, right? I'm gonna DM you because I heard there's a line of description I heard while I listened to it twice. So I'm telling you. Here, I'll just cut it out of the podcast because they won't understand. When in the book or in the poem, they say when the boy opens his door and the boyfriend's there, they said that was described as hearing a rattling sound, like a thin
It
bag
was the
of
attic. You open
bones.
up the attic and you can hear a rattling sound. I know. I believe that the boy is also the monster. It's just
Yeah.
the future hinted towards the fact that, maybe it's a different case. Like, maybe he opened it up and, boop, they got a rattle bag hidden up there or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, but
hard.
like, The fact that the story ends so abruptly kind of also is a little scary because it's like, oh, and even the way that the dude blows the lights out. But let's get back. I had to cut that part out. Let's get back to
Okay, wait. Before we end that, real quick, how long does the podcast last for?
About an hour and
Podcast
15 minutes.
usually around an hour.
Why would you need an hour of podcasting?
Because most
podcasts.
I'm gonna tell you now, man, because we're cutting most of this part out. Most podcasts are like an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours.
I thought you were doing this like Game Grump style, a few minutes.
Game Grumps. Game
Dude.
Grumps. Game Grumps.
Anyways.
More like Game Chumps.
Anyways, back to the pod.
well,
Back to the potty
How long
waddy.
are we going
Back to
for?
the Tide Pod. Back to the Tide Pod.
That's like Tide Pod.
Alright, I came with a lot of heat conversationally topic wise. We're about 51
You sure
minutes.
about that?
So I'm gonna let y'all pick the last topic. After this topic, we're done with the podcast.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
This is a
Sounds good.
communal topic.
Yeah. Last topic.
Alright.
Fortnite.
Let's do something dumb.
Oh god.
Okay, so
Best porn sex.
$19.
What would you do for $20 an hour?
Don't say
lay on my
anything.
couch.
If you say anything sus.
Lay on my couch. If I'm gonna get $20 an hour for like no reason, then I'll just lay on my couch.
Honestly, I just use
For
the
$20
$20
an hour. 5 nights at Fred. No, I'm kidding.
Honestly, I
Whoa.
just say my $20 an hour job is just like doing my day to day, because then it's like I can do whatever I want with no financial burden in my life.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, chill, do whatever I
But
want to
if
do.
it's like, because theoretically, if I say like sitting on my couch, I'm expected to sit on my couch to get paid.
Well, no, that's what I meant. Like, just
Yeah,
do
just
what I
chilling.
want.
Just
Chill.
do what I want. Make these M's. That was pretty short. I think it's time to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Bye,
that was a dumb
y'all.
way to end the podcast.
Sup, bestie? Ciao.